point in time.
If you don't pick the Karma here, Jin support. This was played in Challengers today, Varus Jin. This was played like 30 minutes ago. I think even, in fact, by Hanwha's Challengers team, if I'm not mistaken. So clearly linked up.
There's something in the water there. We've actually seen a lot of this, the crossover between the Challenger teams and their parent teams.
A pretty awkward comp to try to set up for with a Kennen ultimate. And so,
surprise!
I think you just stick with the vanilla one in this case. I think is the best option for Hanwha Life Esports because you already have so much range.
Quandong Freaks taking on Hanwha Life Esports. And I like that we've toggled the visions. We didn't know that Hanwha Life Esports were there, and neither did Quandong Freaks. Youngjae was looking to wrap around. He's going to continue doing so. Clid is first, however, and he is going to get that flash twisted advance. There it is. W's going to land, but Clid is just dead. That is not the way you wanted to start the season. They do manage to get another kill also towards that top side of the map, and Quandong Freaks 2-0 before 3 minutes.
Come back here.
Oh dear, Bulldog. This is one heck of a debut.
Yeah.
Also was a pretty good Heimerdinger, so it does make some sense. Youngjae is flashing on Clid. He's like, I should have been the starting jungler, and he's going to pick up the solo kill. And we're going to learn so much as to sort of how his mind works for the game. As, that is a really nice Infernal Chain. Very true. We're not counting our eggs or anything like that, but so far...
No flash on this Gnar. He does have Mega.
Is it going to save him, though, is the question. As Q misses.
He's just playing so far back, so defensively.
All right, good little ult there to come through from Zeka, who stole that one away. Bulldog, can he survive this? Zeka gets under the turret. Right, with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow as well as the Glacial Prison is cleared. Looking for another opportunity here. Flash Twisted Advance to get on in. The arrow is going to sail by. Doesn't land there, as you can see, and Youngjae is going to try and return the favor. They dive forward. Bulldog holds his ground and just walks it off.
But let's wait and see. But I did not expect we were going to see this level of coordination. Taeyun,
he might just be dead. No, he's just going to have to use his flash. Oh, the flash forward from Life. He's still got a couple of bullets, but he does find the last one. And now he's going to have to look for a way out because things are real dangerous.
He's going to try to get an execute here, potentially.
Yeah, captive audience, try and slow down Jun. It is going to work for the
Bulldog
moment.
Comes in, though.
Oh, dear. Yeah. He's like, Jun, kill me. Could have taken a heck of a lot more damage than he did now as the Nature's Grasp does come through. Let's see whether the Drake is going to be prioritized as the curtains have been called. Clid's still alive for the moment. Chains of Corruption will connect as well as now Taeyun and Viper fighting it out. Viper does almost have his flash available, but he's not going to be able to use it in time as Kingin is going to dive on in. Gets a couple with the Gnar, but he's still going to have to flash away. Now he's mini Gnar, and he's so much more susceptible. The flash forward from Dudu, and he picks it up!
Oh, that was insanely sick from Dudu.
I guess, like, single target DPS. I'm going to have to hold that thought for a moment as Youngjae is taking a bit of damage. He instead decides to flash, and he will be absolutely fine. Arrow sails by, but doesn't find any joy.
Even a Mega Gnar, even a Maokai that gets caught is vulnerable.
All right, well, I think that might just be a dead Bulldog. You saw even as he was dying, feed Zeka a little bit more, but there's a bit of that experience showing through as Viper's now trying to get away from Jun. And it's just going to take a heck of a lot of damage. Nice cleanse there.
Getting that turret while Bulldog was picked. Will he get away with it, though, is the question.
Yeah, it's the Heimerdinger gank one more time as the chain is not going to connect. Flash to get out of the way of the grenade as the turrets are still on in.
Absolutely in the driver's seat. Clid's ult.
Yeah, Nature's Grasp coming on through, but Worldender is going to get Dudu. Oh my goodness, Life! Okay, that is not the shove that you needed. Jun going to look a little bit silly with the flash rockets missing.
Good news for Hanwha, but the other good news, right, this is going to be that pick on the Bulldog. The other good news is, as you can see in some of these skirmishes, if the CC doesn't connect for the side of Kwangdong's pomp, the long-term follow-up in these fights is that bar from the minion wave. He's got it in a perfect spot here to set the fight how he wants to.
Yep. Youngjae utilizing that shielding that he does have available. That seismic shove was fantastic. They see the go button cleared. Has to flash away. Zeka finds the angle though, but immediately Bulldog goes golden. Can the rest of the team get there to save him? The answer is yes, as Dudu launches on top of the tree and dashes over the wall. Viper in a whole host of trouble as Umbral Dash comes up again, and he's not going to get snared this time. Dudu is just the hero of this game.
And I was talking about the setup, right? Hanwha Life Esports showed up first, but then Kingen decided to back, right? And when he backed, he didn't have Narbars. Okay, Zeka.
Yeah, Worldender is going to come on in here. He lands the chain, but Jun lands the grenade. Still Zeka picks it up. And they're chasing after him now. I think his Silas might be able to get out of there, though, because I can see the teleport coming in. Comet not going to be enough, and Zeka gets out.
Can't lock Bulldog down. They lose the war of attrition.
In the meantime, the Baron is being taken. Harmalife Esports have it down very, very low. There's the secure for Clip, but Dudu's found his way into the pit. Can they get them? Can they punish them for this Baron take as they're trying to get out? They're still fighting for it, though, as Life sets up the curtain. Zeka picks up yet another one. The last bullet connects onto Youngjae as now Bulldog finds his way in and Viper is obliterated. But still, and I mean, look at what's happened to the gold, right? It's completely even now as the arrow's barely going to miss. Hop over the wall there.
And I mean, there's not much you can do here as Kwangdong Freaks, but you don't have your CC. Youngjae looking for the flank.
Well, can he actually find it here as they need to kill Zeka? That is going to be very, very important. He's only hijacked a Weaver's Wall, though. Not exactly the most valuable as Life looking to run his way out. And the Weaver's Wall is going to come in. Jun is his target, and he might be able to take him. He's so incredibly low, and there it is. Zeka gets into that backline. Clid, can you protect your mid laner? He is the most important player on your team. Viper running away from Bulldog here is looking to take down Life, and he does manage to get it.
These isolates up. We're not done.
Yep, Dudu in a whole lot of trouble. Arrow's going to hit from downtown, and Dudu turns it. The Twisted Dance is fantastic, and Clid's going to flash out of the way. He misses the Q. I don't know how Clid did that, but Dudu's still going to kill him now. Zeka running for his life. The Weaver's Wall is going to be there. Life comes on in. Seismic Shove is going to miss, and Zeka gets away. Zeka finds yet another Glacial Prison. So important for him as the arrow's going to connect. Meganar's going to come forward for Kingen. He can't lose his GA like this. It's so important for the next fight. He crushes over the wall, but still, that is going to be the flash now on cooldown, and there's the Glacial Prison. Clid could be just picked yet again. No one's there to follow up, but Clid not going to die just yet. Zeka finding that hero flank, but he's spotted on a ward. And Dudu looks to try and keep him out of this pit. Kingen gets himself forward yet again one more time. As the ultimate has to be used here against Dudu. He's down to like 50% health here as Kingen goes into his GA, and now Harmalife Esports have to make it worth it. Youngjae very, very low. The rest of them on Harmer are just looking to lock down this Elder, and Youngjae so extraordinarily low. He gets into the pit. It's going to be a 50-50, but Clid secures it in the end, and they have the Elder. Can they now win the fight as Bulldog goes golden, but it just sets him up for death. And Harmalife, I can't believe it. They're going to do it against all odds. They take down the Elder, and I don't know how Kwangdong Freaks do it after this.
It is... Okay, I'm just going to say it, best game of the season. We're on day 2, best game of the season.
Oh, man. It is definitely a bit of a fiesta, but it's the fiesta we wanted to see.
Now everybody's Lars, they've got the push through. This fight is really long, insane. Nar has to back off. Remember, at the beginning of this, he loses health. Has to TP back in. Zeka is not here. This is a 4v3 essentially. Clid survives. Remember, he comes back and actually is the one to smite this. And Kwangdong Freaks are just too split. They're chasing Zeka on one side with this curtain call. So much peel right now just from the support gen, and Kwangdong Freaks can't make a decision. By the time Nar gets back, it's a disaster. They pick him, but he's got GA, and Zeka can come back in. They're just completely zoned off of this Elder Drake. Beautiful play from Hanwha, and Youngjae's like, I just gotta go for this. I'm gonna go for it. But he loses the 50-50. The Elder Flip goes to Clid. Oh, what a fight.
Just some serious challenger vibes coming into the LCK here today, and I love to see it. It's been such a fun game, but pretty heartbreaking, honestly, for Kwangdong Freaks. They got themselves
eventually ended the game. It was so close. Here's the arrow.
Yeah, it's going to connect onto the priority target. He gets shoved back into the rest of the team as well. Goes Golden and avoids the ult from the Heimerdinger. Now, Nature's Grasp to come forward. Zeka, oh man, these chains are doing so much work. He's got 6 items, for goodness sake, on this Silas. Kwangdong Freaks do manage to get them away from their turret, at least for now. 1 minute and a half on the Baron buff, as they can go for a bit of a reset if they'd like to. Oh, Youngjae doesn't burn down. He's fine.
5 seconds on the Baron buff. Here's the Weaver's Wall.
Yeah, gonna just use it to get them away from this turret, looking to try and utilize the rest of it, but a lot of damage to come through here. The W-empowered arrow, so much. Half health, Jun wants to try and set his sights on Dudu here as they get towards the turret. Weaver's Wall to block them off as Bulldog wants to find the shot, doesn't quite get it as cleared. May just fall down, he gets the Nature's Grasp off, but still he's going to go too low. And now Hololive Esports, yeah, they're just going to go for the base race. It's like, yeah, you can take a dragon, but Elder for Nexus? Have you guys heard of that trade? It ain't a great one, ladies and gentlemen.
Stopping the backs here, Dudu alone is going to have to use the healing from the fountain to try to stave this off.
Exactly right, and this is going to go to Quantum Freaks, but there are two towers that have fallen down. The Nexus is going to go, and Hololive Esports are going to do it. I correct myself. Zeka is going to do it.
우리는 여기서 보자.
살짝 공걸려.
내가 살짝 볼게. 꺾고. 태민아 너 볼 거야 얘네가.
아 괜찮아.
이거 타워. 빠지면서.
잡고.
내주고. 마우카이 죽었어.
야 게임 끝낼래?
근데 우리가 막아줄게.
잠깐만 못
얘 이거 잡을만해. 우리들이.
내 딩거 집 못 갔다.
이거 끊어봐. 그럼 해보자.
끊어봐 이거. 딩거 아직 집 못 갔고.
보자 이거. 딩거 집 안 갔고 살려줄 거야.
얘 막아주고 있는 거야.
살려줄 간다. 깰만해. 끝났다. 나머지 끊어줄게.
뺏어.
끝났다.
가비.
나이스.
아, 이 판.
잘 이겼다.
다음 판.